over here. I'm going to work on your PSSA coach lesson for lesson 25. This is on grammar and usage. This is posted on a Monday but not due until Wednesday, so you have the choice of when you want to complete this double lesson. Our first skill we're going to talk about is verb tenses. A verb tense tells us when the sentence is occurring. The verb may happen in the past, the present, or the future. We need to use word clues or clues of signal words that tell us time within the sentence. Our directions say to correct A, B, C, and D. A. They will have baked a dozen cookies last week. Last week tells me that it happened in the past, and I do see my verb with an ED. However, before that I have a helping verb, which is will. Will tells me something in the future. So I know that that helping verb is not correct with the tense of my sentence. I'm going to correct it by saying, they baked a dozen cookies last week. B. We will have sleep well after hiking for hours. Ooh, that doesn't even sound good. We will have sleep. Well, I see the word have, which tells me past. And I know it was after they hiked. So what if we said we will have slept well after hiking for hours? We will have slept well after hiking for hours. C. She plays basketball with her teammates already that day. She plays basketball with her teammates already that day. Oh, it already happened. It happened before, so I want to talk about the past. She played basketball with her teammates already that day. And D. After her next trip, Lucy had traveled to 5 countries. After her next trip, Lucy has traveled. I don't like that helping verb has because that tells me that it's not matching the tense of traveled. After her next trip, Lucy had traveled to 5 countries. When you are correcting tenses, you are not only listening for it to sound correct, but you want to look within the verb itself. Like when I looked at letter B, will, have, and sleep, the tenses were all over the place. They didn't make sense together. Your next skill is conjunctions. Conjunctions are connecting words between clauses. They're words like and, or, for, but, so. Let's take a look. Wyatt wanted to walk the dog and he had to finish his homework first. And is a conjunction, but it's not the best choice for this sentence. He wanted to walk the dog. He also had to do his homework, but his homework had to come first. Since this meaning has to come first, it doesn't mean that he's doing both of these things at the same time. He needs to do this one first. And for that reason, I think the better conjunction would be but. Wyatt wanted to walk the dog, but he had to finish his homework first. Take a look at prepositions. Prepositions and prepositional phrases tell us when or where something is happening in the sentence. Extra information. They, after dinner, watch a movie. They, after dinner, watch a movie. That doesn't sound good to me. I see a preposition, which is the word after, and then I see after dinner, which is the prepositional phrase. I want to find a better place for this phrase in the sentence, and I think it sounds better at the beginning. After dinner, comma, they watch a movie. That prepositional phrase tells me when they're doing it. Allie rode her bike over the block. Well, I think they're talking about a block in a neighborhood, how you can go around the neighborhood, and when you return back to where you started, that's a block. So I don't think she's going over the block with her bike. I think she's going around the block. So I don't think the correct preposition was used to tell me where. I'm going to change it to Allie rode her bike around the block. That has better meaning. On slide 3, we're talking about interjections. Interjections are words that we add to a sentence that show emotion. Normally, they're things like no, or wow, or no way. We add it to the sentence to show a feeling. In the sentence, whoa, you're driving too quickly, whoa is the interjection. It can stand on its own. It's giving extra emphasis. Whoa, it's giving emotion to that sentence. I'm going to add a punctuation. I'm choosing an exclamation point because it sounds like the person's kind of shouting. And then I'll make that capital. Sometimes we use a comma, like maybe if this said, yes, you're driving too quickly. I might do yes with a comma or yes with a period. It depends on the feeling behind the interjection. Run-on sentences are when you tell too much information for one sentence. You can have 2 subjects, 2 verbs, you might have 2 complete thoughts, you might have too many phrases. You'll normally know it's a run-on when you read it. It sounds like you should have stopped somewhere. So let's read A. A lever is a simple machine. Levers can be used to help lift objects. I heard 2 separate thoughts. I heard the first one talking about a simple machine, and then the second thought told me what simple machines can do. I think there's a natural pause between machine and levers. A lever is a simple machine, period. Levers can be used to help lift objects. So I'm going to separate those two thoughts with a period, two separate sentences. Let's take a look at B. Gina hurriedly unwrapped the popsicle. She likes cherry popsicles. I see two thoughts. Gina's unwrapping something. And then I also see a thought about Gina liking a popsicle. I'm going to separate those two sentences. Gina hurriedly unwrapped the popsicle. I might use an exclamation point here because it shows that she's doing something in a rush. She likes cherry popsicles. Those are the correct ways to fix a run-on. I'm on slide 4. Slide 4 is about sentence fragments. That's when the sentence does not have enough information. So it might be missing a subject, it might be missing the verb, it might not have a complete thought. Let's take a look at A. The energetic boys and girls in the playground. I see that sentence is missing a verb. The energetic boys and girls in the playground, what? What are they doing? To fix that sentence, I'm going to add a predicate including the verb. The energetic boys and girls in the playground swing and slide. I included the verbs, what they're doing on the playground. John baked different muffins, blueberry, bran, and raspberry. This sentence has thoughts that make sense together, but they're separated by a period. I'm going to put those two fragments together to make one sentence. John baked blueberry, bran, and raspberry muffins. I don't need the word different. I'm going to take it out because I'm listing the type of muffins that are different within the sentence. Combining sentences, again, is when we have short, choppy sentences that sound better, have better flow when we combine them. Ben went camping. He camped by the lake. It was filled with mosquitoes. I'm going to combine the sentences into one thought. Ben went camping by the lake, comma, it was filled with mosquitoes. Okay, so now it's your turn. You're going to apply those skills. You have a passage called Morgan's gas mask. It's a tricky phrase to say. Over here on the left is your reading guide. Make sure that you're looking at tenses, the verbs in your sentences. It does contain some errors they're going to ask you about, so pay attention. On slide 6, you're moving your red circle over to the letter choice you're choosing. You have a short answer for number 5. You have a short multiple choice for 6. And then 7 is your longer answer where you are filling in the blanks. I don't mind if you don't rewrite this entire thing. You can just write the blanks if you would like to save yourself a little bit of time. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Oops, I'm sorry. There's one more page. Page 8 has multiple choice and moving your red circle and a short answer. Now you can go. Go ahead and complete this. Look for teacher feedback so you can see anything that you're doing incorrectly and you're prepared to be asked questions about this skill. Have a good day.